Good afternoon, it's Mark Adams here. Hope you're doing well. I am here with a special guest, my boss, Miss Lisa Adams.
I'm not the boss.
She is. Anyway, the last video we did, we built some of these awesome raised garden beds. We did the Shou Sugi Ban technique on there, and really what we wanted to do was show you what we're going to put in them. So Lisa brought this term to me about 2 or 3 weeks ago called winter sowing. So what the heck is winter sowing? Are you going to make an Afghan? What does that mean?
You know I don't sew. I can't even really sew a button well. No, I'm going to make basically a mini greenhouse. There's
Interesting.
Winter sowing and there's winter growing. And basically winter growing is growing food in the ground right now and requires things like cold frames or a greenhouse, something that, you know, I don't have the time or room for.
Right.
And winter sowing is just this really simple method of putting everything in a jug, sealing it up, throwing it out in the cold, and just waiting for it to germinate and eventually turn into a plant you can put in your garden.
That's fantastic. So you're going to do like a step-by-step instruction on how to do that.
I'm going to show you how
Super
it's
easy.
done. Super easy.
I'm really impressed that this doesn't really take a lot of tools or a lot of materials to do this. And you start off with a 1-gallon jug, is that correct?
Yep, something you can get for free pretty much. After the jug, got a torch.
Tools.
Tools. Something to burn holes in the bottom of the jug with. You can also use a drill. We've got scissors or a box cutter, jug of water, some gloves if you're a sissy and you don't like dirt. I like dirt. Some seeds, any kind. A Sharpie just to poke holes. You can also use your finger. Some clear water in a spray bottle. Duct tape and a paint marker is a good idea. First thing you want to do is put your drainage holes in. You need about 4 on the bottom and 2 on the side, about 1 inch up. I'm using a torch and this poker that Mark gave me. You could also use a Phillips head screwdriver, heat it up, or a drill. I'm just going to poke my holes. See how much easier that is than a drill? And you're done. Today I'm planting snow peas. I've got my dirt. It's already in my jug. I poured about 4 inches of dirt in there. I'm gonna wet it down really well. And then I'm going to poke some holes in my dirt. I've already put some peas in here already. I'm putting them in at 1.5 inches because that's what it says on the packet. Whatever the directions say on the packet as far as depth, that's what you want to sort of follow, but don't pay any attention to when it says put in warm dirt. This is perfectly acceptable. You just throw them out in the yard. It doesn't matter what conditions. So it's called winter sowing for a reason. So I'm going to poke my holes, I'm going to put in my seeds, I'm going to cover them up really well, and then I'm going to spray them down because you want it as wet as possible before you seal it up, so that you really have a lot of condensation. So I'm going to seal it up with some duct tape. I am going to label my container. And as you can see, this is the broccoli that I planted last week. You can kind of see the condensation all around the outside, so I know it's working. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. I even did it. The only thing you really have to worry about is your jugs getting away from you. It's pretty windy here today and they're blowing all over the ground. Who cares? I'll be putting these out in the field with the rest of them, and we're just gonna sit and wait until they sprout and do their thing, and then we'll be planting in the spring. If you wanna follow along with me, I'm gonna put a link in here. It's the group I follow on Facebook. I hope to have you join me. Thank you for watching.